you're out of luck. Despite what the car says, it's not going to get anywhere near that.
Okay.
This car did at times in its history actually run on St. Clair Avenue and ended up at Oakwood. It ran in Toronto from the time it was built in 1923 until it was the last of the City Ridge style cars in 1964, and then came to the museum subsequently. People noticed the advertising above from at least 1964, some of them quite a bit earlier. You're riding on a piece of railway track that was laid in the 1970s, but this museum itself was founded in 1954 and located here near Guelph, between Guelph and Acton, because there was a railway right-of-way here that we could lay the tracks on. A railway that had operated with electric cars from 1917 to 1931 and then was abandoned. The right-of-way reverted to the municipality, who didn't know what to do with it. And some people came along with two old streetcars, not this one, but a couple of others you'll see in the building.
Thank you.
They said, this looks like a good place to run our street cars. Municipality said, fine, pay us for back taxes, which were a few dollars, and we ended up with a piece of land which was 66 feet wide and infinitely long. And that's not the kind of thing that anybody other than railway museum people might find of some interest. But a lot of track has been laid on the adjacent property, and just by looking out to your left, the line of trees is along the edge of the actual right-of-way, which we will be riding in a moment. But we had a turning loop, which we have just gone around, and we're going to come up past the Rockwood Station. Rockwood Village is a few miles from here north on the Canadian National Railway between Toronto and Guelph. And that station looks like a really neat building to have at the museum here. So we pulled it apart a little bit and ran it on float bed trucks to this site in the 1960s, I guess.
Tommy,
Yes,
I
and
just want to tell the Bruce Group not to be confused. This is not the Toronto Suburban Railway.
yeah,
I know.
No, I've said
But
that.
look over the far side of the property to my left against the trees. That's what we'll see later on.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was pointing out. That line, that's the right of way of the railway. So we're on new trackage of only about 50 years old. So that went back to the 1910s. So we have quite a fleet of cars at the museum here. There are repairs that go on in this building over on your left. There are storage facilities and really functioning like a gallery. The buildings on your right as we go past. This building here on the left was built in the 1970s, and that's our gift shop and sort of reception center. And there's bits and pieces of railway rolling stock in many places. As the museum has developed, more and more interest has come to a focus on how the place looks. Landscaping and planting and cutting the grass and all those sorts of things are not usually why people came to look at streetcars and think about streetcars, but it's a very important part of the occasion and making for an interesting day in the country on a lovely day like today.